Hello, I'm Krakower. I'm a speech pathologist from Manasquan, New Jersey, and I want to tell you why I wrote a book on theory of mind therapy for children with autism. If you have a child with autism, you have probably noticed that your child prefers to put toys into groups rather than interact with other children. You may have noticed that your child prefers documentaries on TV rather than cartoons. And if your child is reading, he or she probably enjoys nonfiction to storybooks. I'm showing you a book called Goodnight Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. This is an almost wordless board book geared for 2-year-olds. If you have a child with autism, even if your child is in elementary school, chances are that your child can look through this book, can recite the sequences of what happens, and cannot really understand the story at all. At all. And why is that? Because if you have a child with autism, your child most likely has difficulty with theory of mind. So what is theory of mind? It is the ability to understand that the perspectives and intentions of other people are different from your own perspectives and intentions. Most children understand theory of mind, including the fact that other people can have false beliefs, by the age of 4. But children with autism show a specific deficit in understanding theory of mind. Without understanding what another person can know or believe, a child with autism is not able to predict how any person may behave. When I have a new student who's diagnosed with autism, one of the first things I do is assess the student's ability to understand theory of mind. And you know what I find? I find elementary school-age children who do not yet understand that if my eyes are closed and his eyes are open, that I can't see what he can see. Just think about this for a minute. We're talking about a child who assumes that if he sees something, why, I should see it too. Do you think this child would enjoy playing pin the tail on the donkey if you thought that the blindfolded child saw the donkey as clearly as you saw it? Would there be any fun in the game? And now, let's take a look at this toddler book. In this book, the gorilla takes the zookeeper's keys when he is not looking. And the gorilla keeps letting other animals out of their cages, and they are all following the zookeeper, and the zookeeper doesn't even know it. Most 2-year-old children think this is a very funny book. But what about an older child with autism? Would you understand this book if you didn't know that this zookeeper doesn't know that the animals are behind you? Would you understand children's literature at all if you didn't understand theory of mind? Would you watch cartoons if you couldn't understand what the characters know and want? Would you interact with other children if you couldn't understand what other children know and want? You know, many children with autism receive social skills training and are taught social skills directly through rules and social stories. And this is appropriate because these are children who need explicit instruction in social skills. And I would call this top-down theory. However, there's another need to learn social skills from the bottom up, and this would be instruction in theory of mind. I believe that theory of mind should be directly taught to children with autism through games and stories and fun childhood activities. You know, underlying all social actions is the assumed ability to discern what other people can know and expect and believe. If children are not taught theory of mind, along with explicit social skills, they may imitate social behavior, but they may never really understand it. My book on theory of mind therapy will be published by Linguasystems this coming January. In the meantime, please browse through my website at Cornerstone Speech and Language to learn more about theory of mind therapy.